So today is going to be a little bit different. Welcome to my bed. Obviously I just got out of the shower, my hair is wet and I am in bed. These are my Christmas sheets. If anyone wanted to see, they have little cars on them with Christmas trees on top and they make me happy. But I was just in the shower and I kind of was doing some thinking. Basically my aunt got me this little journal 2 years ago before I went to Florida, and it's like this handmade leather journal from Italy, and she thought I could take it to Florida and write kind of my experiences and jot down some notes along the way. And I ended up not even bringing it to Florida because I'm like, you know what, I don't have the space, probably not going to use it, I'm just going to keep it in my drawer. And I came across it the other day and I've been thinking about it and just kind of like staring at it almost the last week or so, and I decided that it's time to break it out. I just sat down with it and I started writing. I wrote down a list of things that I miss. And I kind of just, going off of this, while I was in the shower, decided that I've kind of had enough of, not necessarily structure, but just trying to be so proper and so put together. And I've kind of hit the point of life is too damn short and I just can't do that anymore. So I'm here in my pajamas, wearing sweatpants, no makeup, my hair's still wet out of the shower, and I want to read you guys some stuff that I wrote down that I miss. And I feel like it's important to kind of analyze and like think about the stuff that I miss so then I can focus on things I have now, because if I just kind of let these things sit here and like sit weighing on me, missing things that I can't do right now, then I'm not gonna be able to enjoy the things I have now. So I think if I get this out of my head and get it onto paper and get it out loud, maybe it will kind of give me a sense of relief of certain ways I've been feeling. I don't know. I thought I'd give it a try. I kind of wanted to start do some more spontaneous, carefree type videos just because, I don't know. I wanted to do it for a while, but I feel like I just have been putting it off because I'm like, oh, no one's gonna watch that. But I'm kind of over the whole what does well, what do people want to see, and I think I'm just going to focus on what I want to do, because at the end of the day, this is my channel, this is my life, and I'm needing to live it, like I need to live it for me, not for anybody else. So yeah, but here's a list of things that I miss. Today is November 26, 2020, at 9:04 p.m. Why don't we just came out with a new version of Fallen. It's the acoustic version. I have not heard it yet, but I will listen to it after. Okay, things I miss. The first thing is the sun. I miss the sun. I have been working a lot. I've been working from 7 to 3:30, Tuesday through Saturday, and when I start work at 7 a.m., the sun is kind of just like peeking through. It's not fully up yet, so don't really get to see the sun in the morning. And then by the time I leave work, because I do work with my dad, so by the time we leave around 4 o'clock, 4:30, the sun's already kind of setting. So I don't really get to experience much sunlight throughout the day, besides like from inside through the windows. And I miss the sun, I miss the warm sun and just bright and positive and just full of energy. Going off of that, I miss the sunrise. I miss those 4 a.m., 5 a.m. drives to the airport, or those early flights, or being up at the crack of dawn for whatever the situation might be, to go to a concert, or to go to this, or to go to that, and just watching the sunrise and just seeing it kind of peek through the clouds or come over the mountains, and just having that like moment of peace and quiet, and just hear birds chirping, and the city hasn't woken up yet. It's almost like the world is still asleep, but you're still awake and you're kind of watching the sun come up, and it's like, I don't know, it's just so peaceful. And kind of going off how, like I said, airports. I miss airports. I miss the hustle and bustle and the busyness and the chaos and the stress and the anxiety of it all. But I miss that. I miss being able to be there and knowing that at the end of the day I'm going to be somewhere else, and no matter what the situation might be right now, flight delays or mechanical issues or whatever it is, they're not going to last forever, and it sucks to be stuck in Dallas right now or in Houston or wherever I'm stuck. I'm going to get to another place at the end of the day, and I'm going to get to experience the joys of waking up in a new city. And yeah, I miss the airports, even though they can be stressful places, but I miss that. I miss new places. I miss going to places I've never been before. If it's simple as going to the airport for a layover, or going to a new city because I'm driving through it, or going on a random trip some random place. I miss that. I miss the excitement and the adventure of new. I miss new music. I miss discovering stuff that makes you feel a certain way, that makes you feel that happiness or the sadness that the artist is trying to portray. I miss discovering new artists and small artists and seeing them from, in a way, day one, and then seeing them again a year or so later, just like taking over the world. I miss my friends. I haven't been able to see my friends really for almost a month now, except for one. I got to see Mackenzie because we cheered together, but besides that, I haven't been able to see my friends, and it really sucks. The COVID procedures where I live got amped up about 3 weeks ago, and it sucks because we used to be able to have our small little group of people and hang out with our friends, but not anymore, and it sucks, and I miss them. And I also miss my family. I haven't seen them in months. Someone who's grown up very close to my family. There's a few aunts and uncles that I'm very close with, and then I have some extended family that I'm not as close with, but I still love and care about them, and I haven't seen them in almost a year. And it sucks to think about that come Christmas Day, I'm gonna have not seen them in a year, unless somehow miraculously the world clears up in the next month. But frankly, I don't see that. Christmas is less than a month away now, and the world is still in shambles. I miss House Party, and I don't mean like house parties, but I do miss house parties. I mean like House Party, the app where you'd be able to go on and talk to your friends, and go on and random people would be on, and you'd join and you'd make new friends from different rooms, and being on there till like 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning with my little group chat friends from Vancouver, and we'd all jam out and listen to High School Musical together, or new music, or whatever it was, and we would just have a good time, and nobody was worried about anything. We were all just together and talking and having a good time. It was just joy. I miss collab channels. Collab channels used to be such a huge thing, and being a part of one even at one point. I miss them. I miss seeing the daily uploads from different people, or people from all over the world being on this channel and either reuniting or meeting, and it's just, you watch them online all over the place and you don't ever really think about the distance, and then you see them together finally, or even if they all are together, it's just cool to see. And like TikTok's kind of taken over, and there are TikTok accounts like that, but YouTube is just so different, and you got to experience who the person was, and you got to actually get to know them, opposed to a 15-second video. You got a 15-minute video, and you got to see how they actually were as a person. I miss those. I miss Anaheim morning air. If you've ever been to Disneyland and you've stayed near Disney and you've walked from your hotel to Disneyland for park opening, you'd know exactly what I'm talking about. But it's so like cool, crisp air in like late spring, early fall, where you know it's going to be really warm later on in the day, but not quite yet. So you're wearing your shorts and your t-shirt, but you have a hoodie on over top because it's too cold to not wear that. And it's like you can feel it, and it almost feels like peaceful. I miss Disney. Clearly, I'm somebody who likes Disney, and I just miss being in that atmosphere, just my happy place. I also miss Disney background music, and if you guys know what I'm talking about, I mean like that ambiance type music that's in the background, that's like that acoustic, like instrumental version of whatever, like You Got a Friend in Me or Beauty and the Beast, whatever song they decide to pick, and it's just like in the park entrance type of thing, just a positive, upbeat, stereotypical Disney song, but set kind of to put the place in like a certain mood. And it's just like lighthearted and joyful. I miss old YouTube when it was O2L and, you know, Connor Franta and Kian and JC and like everybody, Ricky Dillon, Gen X Penn, Rebecca Black, like all those OG people, Tyler Oakley, when they'd all be the group of people, Bethany Moda, all of those people that were, I mean, are still people now, are still around now doing YouTube, a lot of them, most of them, but I miss when they would post those kind of videos like 25 ways to get a girl to like you, or boy to like you, or whatever it might be, or dressing up as animals and doing different skits, or whatever they were, that were just pure comedy and utter just entertainment. I miss Vine. I really, really miss Vine. And honestly, I kind of miss Musical.ly. As much as I love TikTok now, it's not the same. I love Musical.ly. I love that carefreeness of just being able to go. It was fun. I miss softball. I played softball for 14 years and I haven't played it this last year. And it sucks. Like, I miss it. I miss my team. I miss that atmosphere. I miss tournaments. Just being together and playing a game that you love with people who you care about at the end of the day. I miss competitions, cheer competitions, spending the entire long day at whatever venue it is, just being there, getting ready there, the whole atmosphere, the loud music, the headaches, the stress, the anxiety, the pain, the suffering, the injuries, the whole day. I miss it. I honestly kind of miss school, and I don't mean all the schoolwork and the stress and the drama of, you know, high school, but I miss the everyday social interactions with your friends or whoever it might be. I don't necessarily miss waking up early in the morning, but I do miss getting up and getting an early start of my day and coming home from school and having half a day to do whatever I want. I miss being little. I miss being carefree and not having to worry about anything. I miss movie nights with my family, movie nights with my friends. Although I can still have movie nights with both my friends and family. I mean, friends not right now, my family. Yes, because we all live in the same house, but my brother's working nights, me and my dad and my mom work days. It just kind of makes it hard. We're all growing up and we're all kind of doing our own things, so it makes it difficult to sit down together and watch a movie, but I miss those movie nights where my mom will get special snacks and we just sit down in the basement and watch whatever movie we decide to watch, which is always an argument at the end of the day to figure out who would get to pick, but I miss it. I miss when money meant nothing. When I was younger and money had no sense of meaning. I knew you needed it to buy things, and I knew I needed it to buy my new iPod Touch or my Nintendo DS, but yeah, I miss when it didn't mean much. I miss road trips. And more importantly, I miss road trip games. If it's a road trip with my family driving to California or Nevada, or road trips with my friends screaming lyrics at the top of our lungs till we lose our voice. I miss getting in a car and just getting lost in the road and just going somewhere new. I miss concerts. I miss being in that atmosphere and screaming at the top of my lungs, just being with the people who understand me and just being that carefree. I miss back to school shopping. I was going with my mom to Staples and buying all the fun colored pens and highlighters and stuff that she'd always tell me I didn't need, but I'd always just enforce that I did need it, and I probably didn't, but I miss just being there and having those little arguments of, I need these colored pens. She's like, you don't need those, but then I would compromise and get the smaller pack or whatever it was. But I miss reorganizing my binder and getting it all ready and being excited for that. I miss dance. Both school dances and also dance class. I danced for like 12 years, did ballet, and I miss that. I miss being in class and just not wanting to go a lot of days, but showing up and having such a great time. I miss late night drives where you just get lost in the road and get lost in the music and just kind of drive, and it's you and the road and the streetlights and nobody else. It's just so peaceful and calm. And lastly, I miss being excited for life. I miss being excited for the future and what's to come, and having all these like high expectations and just kind of preparing for what's next and being excited for what's next. I don't really know what to expect for the next year. I don't really know what to expect for the next month. Everything is so up in the air right now and so chaotic and so messy, and it makes it really tough, but I hope one day I will get back to that. And today, just simply thinking about next year, if all goes as planned, and thinking about all the different trips I have and all the different memories I'm gonna make. I'm excited. I have a few different things planned and I'm really, really excited for them to happen. There's only one thing that's guaranteed to happen. The rest of them are kind of just all, who knows what's gonna happen, but I'm gonna think positively, I'm gonna think optimistically, and I'm gonna hope for the best, and that's all I can do. But with that all being said, I'm gonna close it on up and put it away and stop worrying about all the things I can't do and I'm not gonna get to do for the next little bit, and I'm gonna focus on the things that I can do. I'm going to start playing instruments again. I miss playing guitar and I miss playing piano. When I got it, I played it, which I mean wasn't that long ago, but I miss playing guitar. So I'm gonna focus on doing that again because I can. I miss having my nails done, so I did my nails. I mean, I lost 2 of them today at work, but the rest of them are done. And I've had them for like 2 weeks, and I mean, they make me feel happy, they make me feel fancy, so I like it. I miss talking to some of my friends, and so instead of just missing them, I'm gonna actually talk to them and FaceTime them. I make that effort to schedule the FaceTime calls and schedule the house parties and schedule the Zoom calls and make it work. I'm gonna spend the time now earning the money, which I wish didn't matter, but earning the money I know I'm gonna need, so then in the future I can be excited about things and be able to afford them. I'm also gonna go to bed because it is getting late and I need sleep. So with that being said, I'm gonna go. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for your constant support. It really does mean the world. But I'm gonna go to bed. So thank you guys for watching. If you want to give it a thumbs up, go ahead. You can also hit that subscribe button if you want, or that post notification bell. I would appreciate that. And if you want to hear me talk about anything else or have any video ideas, you can also always leave those down below. I read all the comments, all the 3 comments that I get. So yeah, anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you all soon. I love you all.